Hi, my name is Bram Jongerpier. I'm a senior specialist at the De Voogd studio, which is the design office for Feadship. Start out with the total energy that the boat needs is divided in two parts. It's hotel energy and it's propulsive energy. Now, Thijs already told you that we did a lot of stuff with the air conditioning. So air conditioning is a major consumer in hotel power, and we're saving probably 20% in hotel power just by improving on the air conditioning. But a large part of the energy going into the boat is for propulsion. And propulsion on this boat, we actually used a very innovative propulsion, which is called an ABB Dynafin. And those Dynafins, they are very new. ABB released them only in May this year. And they have a very, very high propulsive coefficient of about 80%. And 80% is high when you compare it to a 65% podded propulsion or a 55 to 60% for a screw propeller. So a really 20 to 50% fuel savings just because adopting this unit. The boat is running on methanol. So methanol fuel can be produced in a sustainable way. So the CO2 emissions are actually circular. So they don't affect the global warming potential of the boat. The methanol in the fuel tanks is combusted in fuel cells here in the bow. So our engine room is here. This is the engine room of the boat. And that is because, of course, the guests get the best space. The engine room with the fuel cells is on top of the crew cabins, but those fuel cells are very silent. They don't make any noise, so they're quite comfortable to be used on top of your accommodation. The solid oxide fuel cells have an efficiency of about 60%, which again is much, much higher than the normal 40 to 41% of a diesel generator. That makes me save, again, about 50% of fuel. And the end result is that with the savings in hotel power, the savings in propulsion, and the efficient fuel cells, is that I need a lot less fuel storage. So a general rule of thumb is that when you go from diesel to methanol, you would have 2.3 times the volume in storage of fuel. We did so much on this boat that we actually need less methanol than you would expect to have diesel on a conventional boat. So the total emission and efficiency we calculated using the YETI, the Yacht Environmental Transparency Index. And using the YETI, we made a comparison with a conventional regulatory minimum compliant boat. We save 95% because the CO2 is circular using the methanol. There is no more NOx, there is no more particulate matter, there is no more hydrocarbons. The same amount of shore power, and of course the fuel cells, they only emit water. So a really, really high end result.